You talking about Mo's the burrito place?
That's what I wanted. It's not what I got. I got Cadoba.
What's Cordova?
It's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, I was watching well, I watch it almost every day. We used to watch it all the time. Then Mason asked us to stop watching it, but he still watches it. Monk, and they had an episode. Y'all know what Monk? Well, I know you know what Monk is.
I know what it is. I don't like
It's a detective show. You never saw it before, Jordan? It's so
Monk?
old.
I don't know if I saw it. What is it? What is it about?
It's a detective show. It's this guy who's super OCD, and he used to be a police officer, but then his wife died, had a nervous break or whatever, and he's like working to get his badge back. But in the meantime, like his OCD helps him solve cases. Like he notices stuff that the average person wouldn't notice. So he still works with the department that he used to work for and helps them solve cases, and he's super good. But I was watching it, and it had one of the episodes that was on today was about the captain getting engaged or whatever, and his fiance ended up killing somebody. Monk solved the case. So he was sitting on the beach. He still ended up going on their honeymoon or their trip or whatever. He was sitting on the beach, and he had the ring, and he threw the ring in the ocean. I say, why white people good for throwing jewelry in the ocean like they ain't never heard of this great old gift called a refund? Like y'all got money to waste like that, throwing rings in the ocean. Would I be quick to be like, boo, take me back to let me get my little refund back on this little ring? I've seen that many times in a movie where people be throwing them rings in the ocean and throwing them like just chunking it far, like they just don't care. That works my nerves.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. Everybody, I mean, I don't understand why people like, why wouldn't you just get the money from it? But sure, go off if you want to throw it in the middle of the ocean.
Yes, they got money to waste like that.
they being dramatic.
Ain't that much dramatics in me, that much drama in me to be throwing away a ring like that. I'm sorry. I be switching them bad boys up. I be wearing it on the other hand like I'm just wearing a bunch of jewelry. I have a good boho day where I just put a ring on the opposite finger, just have a bunch of rings on before I throw a doggone ring into the ocean.
Well, some people give stuff back. I ain't giving nothing back.
It's a gift. People can sue some people to get their jewelry back though, because they consider it. Shoot, this glare all in my glasses. They consider it some states, I believe, consider it as part of a contract, and you give them the ring in hopes of that being like the ring is part of the contract where you hope that y'all would get married, and they didn't hold up their end of the bargain, so they have to give the ring back. They can sue people.
Wait. But who didn't hold up that end of the bargain? Because if he didn't hold up his end of the bargain, then that's not my problem.
I guess that's when she gets to keep it. But I guess I heard somewhere, I seen somewhere somebody like a dude sued a girl for a ring, and she cheated, and they looked at it like it was a contract, and she had to give it back.
Well, I can understand that. Well, I can understand if I was him. I don't want my ring back. Especially if I spent a pretty penny on this.
Yeah, I want it back too.
Heck yeah.
All right. I don't know if y'all know who Corday is. I didn't. I guess he was a rapper. He's a rapper, I guess. I didn't know who he was before I saw this. But he's Naomi Osaka's boyfriend.
Tennis.
Yeah. She posted something on Instagram earlier this week. Well, I feel like it was a while ago, but it got reposted. And it was a picture of her holding on to him, hugging on him, with him just sitting there. And it said, appreciation post for the mister, because I feel like it today. This pic was right after winning the U.S. Open finals. He stopped everything he was doing because I FaceTimed him a couple of days earlier and said I was feeling sad and lonely in the bubble. I later found out that he hopped on a plane shortly after that call and then quarantined himself for a couple of days in a hotel to see me and support. The funniest part The funniest part is, even after doing all this, I'm still convinced he doesn't understand the rules of tennis. I thought that was a cute little story to go with, and a cute little thing to like head up our topic for today, which is love languages.
Let me find my results. Hold on.
So me and Tyrone took this quiz back in January, February, and I thought it was so funny because our results were like completely opposite. Like y'all know what the love languages is, but I'm still gonna go over the things. So apparently, like there are five. We know that there are five love languages, and the thing says the five love languages are five different ways of expressing and receiving love. So the five different ones are words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. Not everyone communicates love in the same way, and likewise, people have different ways they prefer to receive love. The concept of love languages was developed by Gary Chapman, PhD, in his book, The Five Love Languages, The Secret to Love That Lasts, where he describes these five unique styles of communicating love, categories he distilled from his experience in marriage, counseling, and linguistics. So, when I took the quiz, and they like when you take the quiz at different, they put them in like percentages of what your biggest percentage was. My biggest percentage, and I believe that love languages can change throughout your to reflect where you are at a certain point in your life. So mine right now, I scored a 29% in acts of service, a 26% in quality time, 23% in words of affirmation, 19% in receiving gifts, and a 3% in physical touch.
3%.
3% in physical touch. Now, Tyrone, Tyrone's love language, his first one. What you think his first one was?
Physical touch.
Of
Had to
course.
be.
But they say physical touch doesn't necessarily have to mean sex.
No, it
Like,
just means you literally want somebody to be on you, touch you. Let's cuddle. Let's rub feet. Let's be together.
Let's rub feet.
his yes, his first one was physical touch. I can't find it to see how much what his percentage was. I'm gonna find it. But it was like ours were like on the like completely reversed. And I thought it was so funny.
I haven't done it in a very long time, so the only results that I have to read to you are from 2015. When at the time it wasn't percentages, you had to get um scores. The highest score you could get in a category was a 12.
Oh, gotcha.
For me, I got a 9 for words of affirmation, a 8 for quality time, a 6 for acts of service, a 5 receiving gifts, a 2 for physical touch.
You think yours has changed since then to now?
I mean, I feel like, let me look at it again. No, not really. I mean, I am a words girl. You're doing a great job. I saw you do this. Oh my gosh, you moved the pillow. Thank you so much for moving this pillow. Or, like I be needing to, like for me, I need to verbally be like acknowledged. Like I need to hear you be like, oh, I saw that you did that. Good job. Thank you for doing that. Um, Now I am surprised that physical touch is so low, but I guess in terms of love, it just doesn't equate much to me. But I'm very physical. Like I'm hugging him all day. I'm trying to cuddle. Like when I'm asleep at night, one of my arms is reached out on him, or a toe, or something
Not a
is
toe.
somewhere that I could feel that he is, you know, close to me. So I am very physical. So I am surprised that that is like as low as it is on the list. But I guess it makes sense because like I don't equate physicality to love because you can be physical with anybody.
Yeah,
Sure.
I absolutely agree.
I had to look up mine since y'all had looked up yours. I was like, wait a minute. But mine was 30% words of affirmation. It's funny when you said that because I am one of those people who I appreciate some words of affirmation. Good job, Shantae. You did good. I saw you be a good mom today. You know, whatever the case may be.
You need to hear it.
No, it made me feel good. But the next thing was I'm kind of it was receiving gifts and acts of service was equal to each other. So and physical touch was next at 17%, and then quality time. So I don't know. I'm with you. Like I'm kind of a physical person too. So I mean that was interesting. But I tend to think that the one that you don't get is the one that you want the most. That's just how I feel. That's my thought on the love languages. Is that like what you really like? I grew up kind of like where people didn't give me a lot of words of affirmation. That's just not how my house rolled, right? You got straight A's, all right, whatever. Right? Good job, kinda, you know, but whatever. We expect that from you. But so I think that's why words of affirmation is like higher on my list because that's just not something that was like expressed to me a lot. So I think I yearn for it because it's something I didn't get. That's just my thought though, or at least that's how it worked for me.
For me, I feel like I understood why my top scoring one was acts of service because I feel like at this point in my life I need you to show me, since I'm home, I need you to show me that you appreciate me and love me by helping me out. Like I need you to help me wash these clothes. I need you to help me clean this house. I need you to help like step in and hurry up and get your kids as soon as you get home. Like I don't need no gifts. Please don't touch me. We done already been through this before. That's not, that is not me. I hate it. Please. Like Tyrone will come like kiss it on my face and you better make it quick because if it lasts more than 0.5 seconds, I'm doing this. Like, why you on me, sir? I can't take it.
I mean,
but I know, but he scored a 37% in physical touch. So I'm trying, like I said, we're on opposite ends of the totem pole here. I'm trying to ease up and relax and stop being so rigid. You're like, okay, if he needs to linger, let him linger. Please don't breathe in my ear while you lingering though. I just make it quick, please. I'm weird. I know. But no, my second one, I saw how that was quality time because, like I said before in the last episode, if Tyrone's gone all day, I'm itching for him to get back home. But as soon as he gets back home, I don't need you to talk to me. I just need you to be present and just be here. So like I really enjoy spending quality time with you. I really love when we all just chilling together, but we can do that in silence. Just show me. Like Randall had called Tyrone one time and asked him, how do we do family time? Like if we planned family time. And he just looked at me and he was like, no, we don't plan it. Like family time is just like whatever time, like it's all the time that we're just generally together. And I thought about that because when we were on our small group for church, they mentioned something that made me think that that's not always a good thing with just having just any regular old time be quality time, because our quality time right now consists of us and the kids. We have not been alone in well over a year with just me and him. Mm-hmm. So like we realize that we do need to take that time for us to just be present with each other. Because even when we laying in the bed at night, you got somebody over here laying on side of me, like kicking me in my ribs and reaching for me because he want to latch onto a boob or something. Like, and so I guess when we get out of this panoramic, we're going to go ahead and try and do something, get my mama or somebody to come out here to keep her grandchild. So we can just like, I don't care if it's for like a day or something, just find something to do without these chaps.
No, we had that struggled too. So luckily for us, the solve has been Abigail is now in daycare. So although she's in daycare, I'm still working from home, but he's off 2 days of the week, one of which is usually a weekend day, and like a weekend day being Sunday. And then another is a day during I don't even got this on, so I don't even know why this is in my ear. It's not even hooked up to my laptop. One day during the week. So if he's off during the week, like I'm still working when I'm in the house, so I'll try to like last week or the week before last, we worked it out where like I like made sure I didn't have any calls during like around lunchtime or when it was time for us to go get Abby. Now I be feeling bad sometimes because I mean he's off, but I'm not off, so I'm still working. So we was like going out to eat, and I was literally like getting out of the car, walking, like still on calls, like yes, okay, yeah, we could do this on this day. Like I was still trying to do stuff, but still also trying to be with him. So I am appreciative that he does understand that my life is literally me on call at all times with these jobs. But we try to take the days that she's at daycare now, that she is at daycare, and be like, all right, let's go get lunch together. Or let's go, like before we had her, one of the things that we used to do all the time, especially when we were in North Carolina, when I would go visit him, was to play pool. Like that was our thing. Like, and I mean, he's already at pool. I'm not, but I still go play. Like it's fun. So we would just go to a bar and just play pool for like an hour and just like, chill. If they got some food and we hungry, we could eat there, have a couple drinks, play pool. We haven't done that in 3 years, maybe. So it's been a while since we've been able to be like, all right, let's just do this for us. Now we did get to go on a date when we moved. I think it was like October or something. Like I had I took Abby to my brother's house, and my brother and his wife watched her for like the evening. So me and him went to go out to eat, and we went to Top Golf, and we was like, wow, like, and it was funny because we was in a car, like, look at us in a car without a baby in the bag, like that type of stuff. But yeah, it is hard to try to like figure it out and to make time, but it's definitely something that like you gotta do.
Y'all gonna make me feel bad because I'm spoiled because my mother takes my child every Saturday. She don't, and she be serious. Like if I don't bring Riley over in a certain amount of time, like it could be like 2-3 o'clock, she be looking like, well, where's my baby? So right. I get quality time because she does. She always, and then we don't get her until Sunday, afternoon or 3 o'clock or so. So
yeah, I mean, I think it's different. It's different for us, and especially once we moved to Jersey, maybe it would have been a little different if we had like stayed in Long Island where family was closer. But I also don't like I'm pretty for, like you said, your mom was like, where's Riley at, right? Like, yes. Won't nobody calling me to say where's Abigail. It would be me calling to say, hey, what's your schedule like today? Because me and Tamario wanna, and I hate.
I understand that.
So it's like,
yeah. If I had to ask, I'd probably be kind of like, don't worry about it.
So if you're not checking for my child, I'm not gonna keep like dropping my child off to you. So.
Oh, definitely her though, because my mom came over here one day. We was doing something. We was taking too long. It was like 5:30 on Saturday. She was like, I could just put her car seat in my car. Like, hey, mama, you getting aggressive about this? Like, it's me first time. I was like, okay, whatever they be doing. I don't ask no questions. She called say night.
That's really sweet.
Huh?
That's really sweet.
Yeah, it is.
I wish I'd be watching I have a little cousin, and my little cousin name is her name Nene, but her name Shantae, but we call her Nene. And Nene, I mean, she only like 2 years younger than me, but Nene got 4 kids. Now, Nene mama has just always been a person that like always had a house full of kids. Like we was with Nene and Nene mama growing up, like on the weekends. That's who we was going to church with. Like we was all together. She's now still the same way with the grandkids. So I'll be watching Nene like, woo, kids gone for the weekend. I'm like, what? And the crazy thing is, Nene is an old woman. So her mom will take her kids for the weekend, and Nene is like, I'm sitting in my house and I'm gonna watch TV or I'm gonna clean up, or like, it's not like Nene is like, I'm in the streets. What? My mama got this kid. Like me, I would be like, oh, where the brunch at? Where the drinks at? What's up? Nene's like, my mama got the kids. I'm like, girl, go do something. Your mommy got these kids. Be in these streets. You young. Get your life. And she do not be concerned at all.
You know what's sad though is I clean the house when she gone too. I mean, I leave. Me and my husband go somewhere. You know, go chill out outdoors, buy some appetizers. We usually buy appetizers and desserts and sit outside and listen to music and this little thing or whatever. But I do though. I take time to clean the house because I don't feel like I have other time to take. My child thinks she can clean too, but it's not helpful. I got to leave until she leaves sometimes.
That's any child. Mason be around here think I go tell him to clean his room. He won't clean his room, but I turn around, he trying to help me clean up downstairs, making more of a mess. I'm like, bro, how about you clean what I asked you to clean? And then we can talk about you moving up to try and help me. Right now, you're just in my way. But that's a blessing to have your mama like just there to get your shot. Because even with us being out here, our family is 5.5 hours, 6 hours away in Louisiana and Mississippi. But even before we moved out here, we lived in Breaux Bridge. Our family was still like an hour and 15 minutes away. So we never really had, people who we could be like, can you just, you want so-and-so tonight? Can you just...
No, don't go there because we be like, we'll watch the kids. Maybe don't be want nobody to watch her kids.
No, Shanti, no, I will come drop Mason to her.
Only time she let Mason stay in her house is when
she went to go have Jax.
Yeah. Oh, that was before. Well, when she went to go have Jackson. Okay, yes. When she went to go have Jackson, she had no choice, and she went out of town for something. What y'all went out of town for something? You asked us to watch Mason. That was it.
Anniversary.
That was it. Outside there, I'd be like, Mason can come up and play. She'd be like, COVID. like my kid be. I mean, my kid don't even go to daycare. She still be like, COVID.
We left. That was for our anniversary when we went to Moody Gardens, and he stayed the weekend with them. Shanti, I told my mama this. I would drop my child to Shanti before I drop him to my mama, because my mama just we'll figure out if he's allergic to something, after he tried. He'll swell up, and I'm like,
until
allergic to everything.
Right? Where they didn't have no water and no heat at their house. I'm sitting there telling me, I'm like, y'all can come to our house. For whatever reason, we had water and we had heat. Everybody else in Texas. Well, my neighborhood did. I'm like, y'all can come over. They didn't want to. She's like, I don't know. That's the first time I held Jackson. Jackson's 6 months old.
Look, don't be mad at me because I know COVID is real. Don't get mad because I don't believe COVID is real. I can be running around here like all these other Texans, acting like I'm just living my best life, infecting everybody.
So what you're saying is, if it wasn't for COVID, then you would be like, Shanti, can you take these kids real quick so me and Tyrone could go get something to eat or go do something?
You really gonna put me on the spot like that? I have no problem with Shanti and them keeping my kids, because I know when my child has been with Shanti and them, they have treated him as if he was theirs. Yeah. For one, I know Shanti ain't gonna let my child die. She ain't gonna be trying to experiment with my child and just say, well, we'll figure out if he's allergic to something after he eat it. She's gonna call me before she give him any and everything. So
Maxie scares me. He has too many allergies. Before he went outside to play with her, play with Riley, I gave him some Benadryl before he went outside, because I was like, no, we're not having that today. So he's going to pre-medicate and he'll be fine. And he was. That's what. And he took a nap afterwards. See, the Benadryl worked two ways.
But no, when we was living in Brobridge, we used to have to do what y'all do, Jordan. Like when Mason was in daycare, Tyrone would take off one day, once a month, and we would go to the movies, go shopping, go walk around doing whatever our little souls desired while he was at daycare, because we literally had no other time. Like the only other time we went out without him was for Tyrone's office Christmas party, and my mom drove from Hammond to Brobridge and to keep him that night. She stayed with us that night and kept him. But or I lied. One time he got sick. It was too late for me to call off from work. Tyrone, it was too late for him to call for work, so she had to drive. She hurry up and drive. My mama will come through in a clutch in a minute. But it's just, it sucks that we don't have her closer.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm just waiting on her to like, whatever transpires. I know my mom is coming to live with me. Like at one point we thought she was going to move out here with us. And Tyrone was like, I ain't tripping. Like, I have a live-in babysitter. Like, I ain't even pay her. Like, it ain't that deep. Your mama ain't got no bills. All she got is a car note. I pay her car note. It ain't that big of a deal. So we already know. If
I be out here struggling, like, where's all my little, like, where's the little cousins that's supposed to be teenagers that, you know, need a little extra change to be able to keep these kids? Like, who told me to have this kid and then ain't nobody trying to take care of her but me and her daddy? Like,
let me tell you something. One of my husband's cousins, who's like 2 or 3 years older than us, I think they got 7 kids now. And I think back when it was 5 of them, it was 6 of them. We watched 5 of their kids. But the kids are like well behaved. I was like, I don't think I watch anybody else's 5 kids, but I did watch their 5 kids.
But I've never seen a happy medium. It sounds like your friend, your cousin has a well balance. It's either from like what we do or to the complete opposite. There's usually no in between. Like you either have your kids with you all the time, or you ain't never got your chaps, and you just out here acting like you ain't got no kids and living your best life. Like y'all already know who I'm talking about. But this person, every time I turn around, never has her kids. And it always still wanting, like, my mom is a gung-ho person. She'll watch your kids if you got to work. But she ain't watching your kids if you going to party. So for you to me, I understand you need a balance. Everybody needs their me time. But at the same time, you got to choose to be a parent first sometimes. How you go from working all the time to hardly ever seeing your kids, hardly ever having your kids, and then something pops off in another state and you still trying to leave your kids to go party for the weekend and then get mad because nobody will keep your kids because you're not working, you're going to party. Like, to me, that is asinine. Like, my kids are my first priority. First of all, if I want to do something and I ask somebody to keep my child and they tell me they can't, it is what it is. I can't go. I'm not about to get mad. I don't have anybody to keep my kids. It is what it is. We just gonna be here. I'm not about to get upset and call everybody I know and dog you out, call the people on you, and just be like, well, it shouldn't matter if I'm going to party. It shouldn't matter if I'm going to work. If I ask you to keep my kids, you should keep my kids. First of all, you got reality fucked up. If you think somebody needs to just be keeping your kids just because you feel like
the streets, yeah.
Like, I didn't lay down with you and have these kids. They yours. That should be your first. Anytime you make a decision about doing something, the first thing that should cross your mind is, your kids, your spouse and your kids.
I mean, heck, she seemed like she gave more care than I gave my dog. So I guess I figure out somebody keep my dog. For real.
Like,
that's harder to get somebody to watch a dog than it is to get somebody to watch a kid.
Yeah, what? Like, I keep Huey. Huey is like so chill and so laid back. Huey mind his own business.
Yeah,
like, Huey not bother nobody.
Pills, and we can't just leave him anywhere because he got to have medicine. It ain't the same. Yeah.
When Shanta was in the hospital having her daughter,
close. He close to heaven's door.
No, but when you were in the hospital having your daughter, we kept Huey, who was texting me the entire time. How's Huey doing? Is he behaving? I'm like, girl, this dog is fine. I'm just sending her pictures. I'm sending her pictures of Huey sitting on top of the couch chilling, and she's like, he know he ain't supposed to be up there. Get him down from. He's fine. Your dog is clean. You keep your dog clean.
I'm just
That's
it ain't his. It ain't our couch. It's your couch. He shouldn't be up there.
First, Huey is well trained. I have absolutely. He don't be in here just barking for no doggone reason. Huey has his own little doggy door. He will walk outside in a minute and go potty and come back, and like he will never know he was going. He will come sit back down and just be chilling. He ain't gonna bother you. He ain't gonna be barking at you for stupid reasons like most dogs do. Like he just quiet. He just chill. I keep him.
Oh, he old.
He ain't always been old. He always been like that. Shoot. But back to love languages. What would y'all say? Which one on y'all list y'all was shot? Like when y'all did y'all's, what was your bottom one? Your last one that you scored in?
physical touch.
Your bottom one was physical touch too, Joy?
Yeah, which I mean, I think it's physical touch in a sense of, although I like to do it, it's not how I like to show or receive love.
Okay, gotcha.
But anybody that I am a hugger. Like I like to hold hands. I'm like, let me rub you, let me touch you, let me sit right beside you so we could be elbow to elbow, shoulder to shoulder. Like I am that person. I could be deeply annoying. But that's not me. Like I just like that. I don't take that as a sign of love. Like, I just like physical contact with people.
It just feel good.
Yeah. But it's not how I give. It's not how I would prefer to give or receive love. Because again, I could, be elbow to elbow with anybody.
And did you say you were shocked that was your bottom? So if you could, where would you place it on the ladder?
I mean, technically, maybe I'm not shocked because I guess it does make sense, even though I do like it. Again, to my point, even though I do like it, it's not how I show love. So I guess I'm not. I was just shocked because I'm like, oh, well, I'm always rubbing with people. I always like to touch people. But then when you sit back and look at like what the love languages mean, it's like, oh, well, I just be doing that. Like, that's not me saying I love you. Come, let me rub your shoulder. I love you. No, for me, that's me literally saying to you, I love you. I care about you. Or me wanting to spend time with you or moving stuff around the schedule so that I can make sure like I have specific time dedicated to you.
Okay. So Tyrone, like I told y'all, Tyrone scored, his top one was like 37% physical touch. Now let me read what it says about physical touch. This language isn't all about the bedroom. A person whose primary language is physical touch is not surprisingly very touchy. Hugs, pat on the back, holding hands, and thoughtful touches on the arm, shoulder, or face. They can all be ways to show excitement, concern, care, and love. Physical presence and accessibility are crucial, while neglect or abuse can be unforgivable and destructive. Physical touch fosters a sense of security and belonging in any relationship. Now, Tyrone, he don't even like to hold hands like talking about it. Like he feel like that's like impeding the way he walk. So to me, when he scored a 37% in physical touch, my mind, which I'm pretty sure it was his mind too, it really was all about the bedroom. Because any other time you try to touch him, he's just like, why you touch me? Like even in the bed at night, like, no, because I will at least in the bed, I'll put like one foot on him. Like I have to have some part of my body touching him, and it'll ironically just be my foot. And he'll be like trying to kick my foot off of him or something like it's hard for him to like just like at least just hold my. I don't know. He's weird. He sleeps weird. Like Tyrone. We have a huge king size bed. Tyrone will be on the edge of the bed. Nobody else will be in the bed. He will be on the corner of the bed, about to fall off. Like there are 10 other people in the bed that he don't want touching him. So it's just like how they give you the literal definition, telling you it shouldn't be all about the bedroom, but for him, it really is. Like how you go from having physical touch being your, that's I think he kind of lied a little bit on some of them questions. Because how you just have physical touch being your primary love language, but you don't even like to hold hands. You lying.
Well, I don't remember what the questions were, so it's hard for me. Like I don't know how they have determined it.
Huh?
I don't know how they determined like which one went with what. Because I was surprised at some of the answers, like at them, like the order of the answers, I guess, for me. Like I was surprised, like quality time is my bottom one. And I'm like, quality time is my bottom. Like that's I would think quality time would have been a little higher up on the list. But it's not.
Words of affirmation. Words of affirmation was my third one. But I really don't care too much about people telling me I did a good job because I don't hold too much thought about what other people say, even if it is giving me a compliment or something. What? What's so funny?
I was just laughing because you said you didn't care.
Like I don't hold other people's words to a certain standard like about me. I don't know. It's just in me not to really care so much what other people think. So
oh yeah, I care. Yeah.
Okay.
Me too.
It really does nothing for me for people to
we have low self-esteem.
No, like I really don't need people telling me I did a good job or something like that because it's just like I legit could care less. Especially
But I mean, it's more so of like I'm doing it, and it's not even that I need. It's more about the acknowledgement of the fact that you recognize that it has been done, right? So if I was to get up and decide I'm going outside to clean the car, I don't be cleaning no damn cars. But if I'm going outside and I clean your car, I shine your wheel, everything is shiny, it's smelling good, it's vacuumed, it's all of that. And you get in that car and don't say, oh wow, it's really clean here. Did you clean this car? Or thank, like it don't even got to be a thanks. It's like for you to sit in that space and notice that something is different and that clearly I did it, and to not acknowledge it, I would be like boiling for like days. And I'm gonna probably wait a day, and I'm gonna go the second day, and then now I'm mad because I'm like, oh, so you ain't see your car was clean because I cleaned your car. So what's up? You ain't see your car was clean?
You ain't noticed that.
You ain't noticed that.
Nothing was different.
You couldn't say, hey, thank you. It smells good in here. Something.
The soda can something. We say nothing.
Right. So now I got an attitude because you ain't told me that you know that you did what I know that I did. Yes, I did it. I know I did it, but I need to know that you know that I did it.
I feel like for you to acknowledge that I've done something, I need you to like, okay, once again, my love language is acts of service. For me to be satisfied with the fact that I did something, like I finally took down, don't talk about me. I finally took down my Christmas stockings off the entryway table. That was the last Christmas decoration. I finally took it down this week. And I cleaned the entryway table. For me to be happy with you, you should be showing me acknowledgement by keeping that clean. I already got mail sitting on the table, and I don't check the mail. So that's what ticks me off. Like I don't need you to say, "Hey, yeah, I noticed you put the Christmas decorations up and cleaned the entryway table." I need you to walk in and be like, "Oh, don't let me not put the mail down right here because she finally put the stuff up and she cleaned it. Let me keep it clean." Like that's how I would. Like I guess it's not really words of affirmation, but it kind of is still at the same time. I just need you to see, like you said, I see you, see me, see you, see that I cleaned that. I don't need you to tell me nothing. I just need you to keep that clean because I see you seeing me, see you. That stuff on there. So we're gonna need to handle that. But he still got mail sitting there. And I'm gonna wait for him to realize. I'm pretty sure he's outside the door listening. But I don't know. Wait.
We about to get in trouble. And I don't want nothing to do with that. All right.
He'll be all right. I told y'all he had just got home. That's why I was rushing to get on here because he had just got home. He was in Baytown today taking his precious time working. Yeah, he get home and I was trying to get everybody in the tub, ready for bed. And he come in there. Oh, I thought you would have been getting dressed. I'll be waiting on you to get home so I can just get dressed when these kids need to take a bath. What else am I supposed to be doing?
You better go touch that man's hand.
Girl. Do I really? I don't know if he washed his hands today.
You better go touch that man.
Properly. No, I told Shutty at the beginning. Okay, so y'all know how at the beginning of this pandemic, everybody, they was like showing people the proper way. This one earring always hurts my ear. Showing people the proper way to hand wash. And I've been trying to tell this boy the proper way to hand wash for years. Years. He used to just turn on the water, get some soap, never wash his hands, turn on the water, get some soap, do that, turn off the water, drop. I'm like, bro, your hands ain't clean. You probably still got soap on your hands. It took a whole pandemic for him to literally start washing his hands correctly.
That's funny.
You're like, I've been trying to get you to do this for years.
Funny.
I can't. My nerves bad. I'm not even with it today. I'm not even here.
You mean your love language is cleaning?
I've been in the love.
It ain't even acts of service.
Yeah, nothing to do. It's just cleaning.
It's cleaning.
Tight hand washing.
At least y'all think I'm bad. My sister worse than me. My oldest sister is worse than me. I promise. She was talking. I told her because I thought she meant that she needed to come out here to pick up my auntie. And I was like, well, if you got to come out here, you can just come stay with us this weekend. She was like, I don't have to come out there. I mean, Unc needed to come pick. I was like, oh. I was like, but you wouldn't want to come sit at my house. No way. I said, well, anyway, the cleaning, for some reason, we ended up getting on. I was like, well, Monday, we thought about going out of town, but it's Easter weekend. Be too many people. And Mason's out of school Monday and tomorrow. Today is my Friday. Thank you, Jesus. So, we could have possibly went somewhere this weekend. I said, but even still, even if we went somewhere, I'll have to come back early on Monday because the cleaning lady coming Monday morning at 10. And she was like, yo, y'all cleaning ladies. I wish I was able to get a cleaning. You would, even if you was able to get a cleaning lady, you wouldn't. Like, Tiffany could have a cleaning lady and the lady would come and clean and Tiffany would clean behind the cleaning lady.
So would you?
Like, I clean before the cleaning lady comes, so it's not as horrible. But she will clean before the cleaning lady comes, let the cleaning lady clean, and go behind the cleaning lady and clean.
That's too much.
I have somebody come clean my house. I ain't cleaning it beforehand. That's just not gonna happen. They're gonna get it how they live. I might do some extra that night.
Just because I know you coming.
Yeah.
Let me leave this cup on the counter.
Mm-hmm. And a dish gonna be in the dishwasher. It's gonna be in the sink.
Because what am I paying you for?
I no, but I don't want to be one of her before and after pictures on Instagram. Them people are trifling.
Well, you know your house don't look like that.
I say that's why you ain't gonna be one anyway.
You know, I can't do it. I can't let somebody see like how I'll clean, but I won't deep clean like I usually do. Like if she's coming, I'll be like, okay, let me tidy up and clean a little bit so that when she comes, her cleaning is the deep clean.
Okay.
So it's saving me some muscle. What? Joy, don't act like you had people coming over there cleaning your house too.
I sure did. And I did not clean before she got here.
Clean. That's what we're saying.
Miriam probably cleaned. She did. Miriam probably cleaned a little bit before they came.
He did not, because remember, he didn't know they would. I I told him they was coming, but they came like while he was at work, or they like came here right that morning before he was about to go to work.
Oh,
So it wasn't no time for all of that.
see what y'all not gonna do is make it seem like I'm just weird.
I'm just saying it's your love language.
I mean, not saying that you're weird, but we're just saying it is a little strange for you to make the choices that you're making. Because if the cleaning people is coming, honey, let them do their jobs.
Well, she can get in and out faster.
But that's not what you're paying them for. I'm not paying you to get in and out faster. I'm paying you to get it clean.
I don't like people in my space. She getting in and out faster.
Oh, Jesus, here you go.
The love language is cleaning.
I have officially made a new love language. It's dubbed cleaning.
Yes.
And I'm okay with that.
As long as you cool with it, that's all that matters.
Let's see. And finally, I scored a 19% in receiving gifts. I've never been big on getting gifts. I like to give gifts. And Tyrone said, like, he knows that's one of my one of the things I like to do, because every time he turns around, I'm trying to get him something. It's not necessarily what he likes. He doesn't like to receive gifts, and that's not his actual love language. So he's like, it's nice that you try to do it for me, but I don't want it. And that hurt my feelings.
He's like, did I ask you for this? Like, what is happening?
That kind of hurt my feelings. I want you to be excited.
Was that at the bottom of his list?
Let me see.
I'm just curious because I'm like, really? You don't like it that much?
Let me see.
I like stuff. Now,
give me a gift, okay?
But the only thing is that I'm gonna say, because Mimi does like to give gifts. Now she makes me feel bad around Christmas time because I'm not a big Christmas person. Like, right? I buy gifts to my child, and I ask my family if we're giving gifts or not. Like, I'll be like, we doing gifts this year or we're not? I mean, that's how we do it. Like, we're doing gifts or we're not doing gifts. So then, somebody don't awkwardly show up with gifts and we're not doing gifts, that sort of thing. Even at Rendell's family, they do the same thing. They be like, we're doing gifts this year or we're not. So Mimi always buy something. It'd be either a gift card and it made me feel bad. I was feeling like, so I had to remember, I'd be like, I'm buying Mimi and Tyrone something. Like, I have to make sure that I buy them. I might not buy nobody else nothing. And I'll be like, let me make sure I do.
What Shanti fails to realize, and I've told her this multiple times, I do not get people stuff in anticipation of them getting me stuff.
Right.
That is not how I do. I don't expect anything back from you if I get you something.
Yeah, but although that's you, like, that's a lot of pressure on other people, because then you feel like you're rude. You don't get the person a gift, they done got you something. And so it's not you, Mimi, it's us. Mm-hmm. Now, I ain't gonna say it's us because I love to give a gift. I like to just randomly buy stuff, and I love a good personalized gift. Don't you let me be able to engrave and put a name on it, or give a little name on the shirt. So I love a good gift. So I definitely understand. I love a good just because gift. Luckily, Tamario knows that, so he be coming home from work like, oh, but and it could be something simple, and he'd be like, oh, baby, these shirts was on sale. I got them for $2. I'm like, for me? Thank you. In the house hype.
That's what
I think with gift giving, a lot of people get that misconstrued, right? Because a lot of people feel like a gift has to be this big, elaborate, like, no, a gift could be like,
a Snicker.
When my period is coming on, that I like to eat Hershey bars. My stomach hurt, so just on your way home, I just stop and get me a Hershey bar. I'm gonna be very happy when you come in this house with a Hershey bar and a Pepsi. Like, hey, babe, here you go. This for you. And I'm gonna be like, yes, it is for me. Thank you so much.
I told Mimi, I said, he brought me a symphony bar. I was so excited. I was like, oh, yes, I can freeze this. I can eat some now.
Mind you, I just found out me and Shanti have this in common. I was like, this is why I love her so much. I'm finding out stuff more about her every day. And it's like, I did not know. Like, I was like, oh my God, you like symphony bars? I love symphony bars. And I used to freeze them. She said, I freeze mine too. That right
Y'all
there
are
was like, that's
special.
fine. Chocolate, nuts, frozen, that's me. I'm living vicariously through her because we can't bring nuts in the house. So she over there with a whole symphony bar with nuts in the freezer. Girl, think of me when you take a bite.
I forgot about you on the nuts. I really did. I'm sorry.
I'm a pray this allergy out this little boy. I'm a pray it out.
Not pray it out, Jesus. Nah, he's stuck.
Pray it out. I can't.
I'm so happy my kid don't have no allergy to nuts. Lord, she could have messed around and died around here. That was the one thing, like she said though, I did call. Cause nuts be in everything. I don't never buy vanilla ice cream, right? Never. Like I buy rainbow pumpkin spice ice cream or something crazy before I buy some plain vanilla. Bought that thinking, oh yeah, I can give some to Mason, right? I look on the back of the thing. Sure enough, it say all was made in a peanut factory. I said, vanilla ice cream? How vanilla ice cream? Why is it around peanuts? I don't understand this. That vanilla ice cream stayed in my freezer so long because I ain't eat it. I didn't want it. I just bought it because I thought, he's a kid. He in my house. I'll get, that's some
little ice cream. Nope.
Nah.
When I tell you, we gotta read the package on everything before we eat from a place. We gotta call. This is so tough. That's why I'm gonna pray it out because I'm tired of doing this. I don't. Y'all remember that old commercial? I don't want to live like this. I can't do it. I love stuff too bad. But the sacrifices we make for these kids. But no, his Tyrone scored a 13% in receiving gifts. His I told you his bottom ours was kind of flipped. His bottom one was acts of service. He had a 10% in acts of service and a 13% in gift giving, receiving gifts. I mean, so he just hurt my little heart. So I don't know why I'm with this fool.
Lord Jesus. Too late for that now.
I'm stuck with him.
Right.
But I knew this one wasn't going to take too long. Oh, we still ran into 52 minutes.
Just talking.
But okay, I thought this was going to be a quick little episode. We could get in and get out. But it was still a good one.
So we didn't talk about some of everything.
I know, right? I'm going to have to go ahead and choose the topic for next week. But if you like this video, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and holla at us next time. Bye.
Bye.